I want to talk to you about leeches. There are leeches, suckerfish, and all these kind of animals. They cling on to, quite simply, bigger things, okay? And I'm noticing that that is a species that we have in the planet today as human beings. Some of our so-called friends are those suckerfish and leeches. And we can notice a lot of people in the media that do the exact same thing. They may not lynch onto someone, but they may lynch onto an idea, a concept, bad press, media, scandalism, any of those kind of things. And that's where the distortion and distraction can actually be. See, I remember living in Palm Beach many years ago, and this was when Bernie Madoff was actually ripping people off with the Ponzi scheme. And so many people that I knew didn't have a lot of money. They worked hard, but they didn't have a lot of money. We're now saying that Bernie was the reason they didn't have a lot of money. They used to have millions, but because of Bernie, they don't have it anymore. Why? They found some kind of attention they could get from actually latching themselves to the misfortune, the Ponzi scheme, and the illegalities of what Bernie was actually doing. And I've seen that so many times, and I'm sorry to say it, I'm seeing it with me as well. Now, I released a little while ago that I was having some medical issues. And yeah, it's serious. It's a kind of cancer. We've caught it earlier, and it'll all be good. But I'm noticing some of those people that I have not had a conversation with ever actually going onto that feed and sensationalizing it and going, oh, my dear friend, Steve, hey, I ain't your friend. I'm not trying to be an arsehole here, but if we've never hung out, how can we possibly be friends? We may follow each other. You may follow me. I may follow, whatever. But until you've sat down and basically broke bread and had a whiskey, how can you be friends? So why sensationalize it? If you turned around and went, oh, this guy, I heard X, that's way more respectful than trying to claim that you are in some way attached. So in today's world of misguided, misinformation, a lot of scandal, don't be one of those suckerfish. Don't be one of those leeches that actually cling on to information and people when it really doesn't serve anyone any good. There's a word going around, everyone knows I hate it, authenticity. That couldn't be further away from it. So I want everyone to own up to your own shit. If you know the person, go, hey, this is my dear friend. If you don't, go, hey, I've been following this person and I'm gutted that this is happening, or I really like what they say there, or so-and-so says this. Good friend of mine, Joe Polish, the one main reason I fell in love with that guy was because he often will quote people smarter than him, but then give them credit. He'll say, hey, I got this from John Maxwell. I got this from Dan Sullivan. I got this from Tim Ferriss. He will quote other people and give them credibility. Does it make him look weak? Far from it. Makes him look strong. So I'm asking you today, stand on your own feet, be your own person. If you know the person and the situation, then speak from authority. But trust me, people will see through it when all you're trying to do is suckerfish to the attention, and they'll drop you like a hot potato sooner or later. So make that change before it's too late.